Hello, this is Dr. Brad Brayman, your host for the Empowered Dentist podcast. Thank you very much for taking some time to join us today. I hope that you find the information here useful and productive and enlightening to help you take back your life, maintain an optimal life-work balance, and run the practice of your dreams. What we're going to talk about today is vision. What is vision? I don't mean vision like what you see with your eyes, the tree outside, the cars driving by, your computer in front of you. Not that vision. This is more of a metaphorical vision. There's a fundamental aspect of any thriving enterprise, doesn't matter what it is, and that's vision. A vision for your practice is a concise statement that describes what your practice aims to achieve in the long run and in the short run. It outlines your practice's aspirations and the impact that your practice wants to make, that you want your practice to make. As the owner and the leader, it's very important that you have this clear direction and sense of purpose for your entire practice, because it guides your decision making and it serves as a source of motivation, a source of information, and as a guide for your employees and other people in your business, your patients, your family. So vision is a critical element, and this is where it all begins. It all begins with your vision. So why is this clear vision so important? First, it provides focus and direction. It helps you make decisions. It helps your team make decisions that align with the objectives of your practice. When everyone's aware of these overarching objectives, they can work together towards this common purpose. And that, in and of itself, fosters good cooperation and teamwork amongst your team. And that translates directly to a great experience for your patients. Secondly, your vision inspires and motivates your team, your patients, your family, your church, whatever group you happen to be part of at any given time. And when each person who is part of your team really understands how their work contributes to this bigger picture, they feel like they feel a sense of meaning, like they're contributing to something bigger. They're a part of something bigger. And that's really important in today's employment environment. We find that people want to feel like they actually want to be, not just feel like they are, part of something bigger. And it's when they don't feel like something, like they're part of something bigger, like they're contributing to the betterment of something, that's when loyalty wanes, and that's when they start looking for another job. So it's really important, not only for providing consistent, great experiences for your patients, but also in the longevity of your team, to have a clear vision. A vision kind of acts as a guiding light, a North Star, for both your practice and for your team. So how do you create this vision? Start with understanding, actually writing down the core values, your core values, you as the owner and the leader in your practice. What are your values? What are the values that you hold that you want to be manifested through your business? What are those values that are really important? What are those beliefs that you hold that you want to drive your business? And it should reflect your unique identity, your business's unique identity, and it should capture the aspirations that you want your business to represent, the aspirations that you want your business to fulfill. And it's really important that each, if we call them stakeholders, those are people who have an interest, not a financial interest, but or an ownership interest in your business, but the people who are important in your business. So this would be you, this would be your team, this would be your patients, this would be your vendors. Involve them in the process of creating this. And by doing that, you'll achieve a lot better buy-in. So you start with your values and beliefs that you want to be represented in this business. Bring your team into the process. What are their values that they want this business to represent? Now, of course, they have to be in concert with your values. They can't be in opposition to it or to them, but it's important that they also be part of this creation process. If you consider their perspectives and you allow them, or you encourage, you engage them in the process, now this is their vision too. And that creates a lot more buy-in, and it also creates much better results. There's a couple more things that we should consider here. So reflect on your core values is one. Envision the future. Imagine where you want your business to be in the long term. Because wherever you want your business to be in the long term, you have to be taking actions and creating experiences today that will result in where you want to be in the long term. It's like Wayne Gretzky said, skate to where the puck is going to be. Don't skate to where it is now. Skate to where it's going to be. How do you want your business to evolve? Think about the impact that you want your business, your practice, to have on the dental industry, on your patients, on your team, and on your community as a whole. We mentioned this earlier. Engage your team. Engage your patients. What is important for them in your practice? Patients can tell you a lot. Happy patients will tell you a lot. If you can find an unhappy patient, find out why they were unhappy. Maybe the reason they were unhappy is in something they request or require is in opposition to your core values, and that's fine. They're welcome to that, but you're not going to change your core values based on that. However, if you talk with a patient who's not happy, you afford yourself an opportunity to learn a lot. I recommend that you take that opportunity every time you have it. Get their input, get their ideas. Create this vision that involves not just you, but involves your team and your patients. This collaborative team effort, team approach to this really increases buy-in and commitment, and hence fulfillment of your vision. Next is to create a really concise and compelling statement. A lot of times you walk into a business and you'll see their vision, sometimes they'll call it their mission statement, stenciled on the wall in the reception area. This is a good thing to do. Have it on the wall in your reception area. Have this concise statement everywhere in the office, in each operatory, in the sterilization room, in the lunch room, where everybody can see it. Not just patients, but team members and yourself. It creates accountability. It gives you a constant reminder of what you're all about. Make sure it's short, sweet, and to the point. And that it's memorable. The more people can remember it, the more engaged they will be in it. Just make sure that it communicates the purpose and direction of your business effectively in a short, sweet, and to the point, memorable manner. So once you've got this clear vision, review where you are currently. What are the things that you're doing now? What are the systems you're using now? What are the strategies that you're using? Marketing. What activities are you currently involved in the practice? What do you do for marketing? What do you do for restorative care? What are the things that you're currently doing, and how do they match up to your vision? If they don't, make some tweaks, change things a little bit so that all of your activities match up with your vision. Because this is what guides decision making by you and your team. This is what allows a team to manage themselves, taking you out of the business of management into the business of leadership. This allows your team to manage themselves, to make good decisions for your business, for your practice, without having to come and ask you what they should do in any given situation. Now remember, we talked about creating a culture of safety. Let them try stuff. In my practice, regarding making mistakes, we had one rule. Do it yourself, make a decision, and try it, unless one of three things is going to happen. We're going to get sued, somebody's going to die, or somebody's already dead. Obviously, that's pretty morbid, but it illustrates the point that if nothing catastrophic is going to happen, if you make a mistake doing whatever this thing is, then try it. Don't come and ask me for permission. Just try it. If it doesn't work, back up. Ask yourself, okay, what did I learn? What was I trying to accomplish? What did I learn? Why didn't this work? What do I need to do to make this work? And then try something else. Create that culture of safety for people to manage themselves using your vision as a guide to make those decisions. Next is, since your employees were part of creating this vision, share it with your customers. Like I said, stencil it on the wall. Your boiled down, concise vision statement. Stencil it on the wall in your reception area. You'll be amazed at the accountability that creates and the expectation that sets for patients, and hence the accountability for you and your team to deliver on your vision every time that patient comes, anytime any patient comes in the door. And lastly, this is really important. Always be evaluating and adapting. Not adapting and changing your core values, but as your business grows and market conditions change, make sure your vision is still relevant. Make sure that that your vision is guiding people to apply the values and beliefs that you want to be fulfilled through your practice. Make sure that your vision is relevant in its application, in its fulfillment of those values and beliefs. So always be paying attention to that. Always be watching. So I would encourage you to take a little bit of time, sometime today, and write down some things. Start creating your vision. Start creating what you want your vision to be. What values are important to you? What do you want your business to represent now and in the future? And then evaluate what you're doing currently and see how well it lines up with those. If it doesn't, change course. Start making it line up. What you'll find is a clear vision moves you out of the management game and into the leadership game. And it's a whole lot more fun in the leadership game. I want to thank you very much for your time today. I appreciate you tuning in, and hopefully you found something useful and that you can take with you and put into action immediately. Here's to a great life. Thank you.